One sec. 3 and 5 is fizz and buzz. Okay. How I can understand? We have a list. No, we have a number. For example, 13. And only on the third and fifth index, in our case, like it will be 2 and 4 index, we should write fizz and buzz. One sec, if answer is divisible. Okay. Is as a string if none above conditions are true. Okay, I probably understood. We have 3 conditions. Let's have an example. Divisible. So many interesting words. Divisible. Okay, I was thinking that in the another way. Like I know that there is the same word, but not the divisible. Divided, I was thinking, but okay, it's just the form of that word that I didn't get. Okay, if we can divide it by 3 and 5, we should have. One sec. Answer is FizzBuzz. But 15 could be done in the same way. Like entirely the same way. FizzBuzz. Fizz. One sec. FizzBuzz. Yeah, FizzBuzz. FizzBuzz. Fizz. Okay, I don't understand why we have here fizz. Buzz. Fizz. Fizz. Buzz. Oh, here we have FizzBuzz. FizzBuzz, FizzBuzz, FizzBuzz. Then fizz. Fizz. Okay, let's try to do that, and while we'll start doing that, we'll try to understand, and then I think we'll go back to this one because this FizzBuzz and competitive sub-queens task are making the mood for me. Okay, what do we have? Something good, something bad. Nothing bad currently, but something interesting for sure. Okay, n can be divided by 3 and 5. As I remember, we can write it in this way. Let's go in the next way. Let's remember how does this device working. Console log will have a couple of experiments to be sure. For example, 6, 5, 10, and for example 10, 3, and 6, 5. To be sure, I'll take something that will be able to be divisible. True, true, false, false. Okay, so probably the condition will be right that I wanted to write. If I is divisible by 3 and 5. Okay, 3 and here we'll have n. Here we'll have 5. Whatever it should be. Okay. Else, if I wanted to write elif and then realized that it's another programming language. 3. One sec. It should be something like a list. Okay, no, not currently. If it's divided by 3, we should write fizz. It should be divided by 5. We're writing buzz, and else we're returning our I. Okay, so firstly, what is for sure? We should go from the number to the list of integers that should be as worse. Let's go in the next way. Let's just, for example, we have 15. We'll have a list from 1 to 15. And that will be a list of numbers that will be strings. Okay, let's go like let's go here. Okay, let's go to, for example, const example let numbers. Let numbers that will equal to, for example, we can get map out of that, and we can have I that will be string, for example. In such a way, we'll have numbers list that will be probably array with each of elements. One sec. It's not a map. Yeah, of course. We can just create, for example, a list for j that will be let j that will be 0, j that will be less than this one, and j plus plus. Let's go here. Okay. J is 0. We'll continue until j is less or equal to n. And let's have a const array that we'll put here, and let's put inside of that push string j. Let's see if it will work, at least as I want it to have. String is not defined. If you will just put j, and then we'll convert that. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's start it with 1. Yeah, and then we have 3. Should have only 3 of them. Let's check it out if it will be how we want to. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then we should, I think when string this method will convert them to the string. Okay, it will. And then we have the next question. We have a list with the strings. What should we do with this? Okay, I approximately understand it here, approximately. But what should be here? I can understand why we have fizz and fizz. Understand why we have FizzBuzz. Even fizz and buzz. But why do we have? One sec, maybe we should. I got an idea. Oh my gosh, finally. So it's I was thinking we're taking instantly 15 and going through and should put it into a specific place, but we're going through this list and discovering if the number can be divided by 3. We're put fizz or finally got that idea. Okay, so for that we should have one more list. It should be array map, so we can have a map here We can even return this map, but I think let's just return it. Return array map that will be what will be? I don't know what will be. Let's discover that. Okay. Let's make this smaller. I have seen you have a couple of comments. I'll check it out when I'm done with this one. And else return, for example, what we have number, element. It's not an element. It's integer, index, string, element, result, not. Let it be element. No. I can't always create a great namespace for that. Let it be I. Once we don't like these names, because then you can understand what means what. But in this case, it will be as it will. If it's returned by 5, we'll return bus. If we'll have fizz, we'll return fizz, and then we'll return FizzBuzz. The first interpretation that we have, yeah, let's go. Interesting if it will work or not. Not because we have output 335. One sec. What? One cannot be. That's something new for me. One sec. You wanted to say console log that really it can be divided by 5? Let's also discover what we put here. Because I have I don't know what it thinks it is. 1, 2, 3. Really true? Really? One sec. It's a strange idea, but that could be that. No, something close, but why do we have 3 could be divided? I remember we had one more thing. We had 3 that divided by this one. One sec. You want to tell me? Because I can't believe that it is in this way. Maybe I just missed another percent. Maybe we should work something else. The 5, we have been checking that it wasn't working. Probably 3 false false. Okay, of course. You will use 1, 2. You want to say that it will be divided by 3. That's of course not. One sec. Maybe I just put the same number every time. Yeah. Let's discover what do we have here. 2 false. And let's have the same but with I. I see. Because I have taken that condition from what we had and didn't check that we have n. Thinking something, I have missed something, or thinking any semicolon, any brackets or something like that, and we still have 0. Why? What's not? Okay, gotcha. String. But we'll optimize it right now. I think it's better to, yeah, so finally we have that it works. Firstly, if we have all of the logic how we put it, let's put it here. It will be better, especially it will be better and it won't convert, like JavaScript won't convert it 2 times. Like, why should we convert each number if we should only return I in the specific moment? So that's the first thing that we should do. Yeah, secondly, we got an idea that we're just should go through the list and put all the things. How we have done that? We have created instantly from the very beginning the list that is based on the number. But here is the question. Can we make that without this thing? Because what I don't like here, we're going 2 times. We're not going inside the list. It's good, but it's still the thing that we are doing. I got an idea. Why should we go in this way and then return that if we can have array? Let's comment this out. Let's return our array as a result. And all of our logic will go just from array map to that condition. So if we put it here, we'll have the same situation, but here we'll use I instead of J. So it will be the same mapping, but here, and we won't create from the template the list. We'll instantly start to create the list and put inside that the values that will be going through the number that we wanted to use. For example, 3, 5, 15, etc. Here we should use, instead of return in each of these places, we'll be using array push and all these values. And this one will be much more optimized and working without the second looping. Can we optimize that? Maybe, but I really like this idea here, so we'll leave it as it is. So finally, can you imagine some tasks are working? I cannot be so happy. I wasn't thinking that we'll be able to see something working today, but we'll see. Huh, amazing, not? I think that's amazing. Okay, I'm not a student of the college or university. Sadly, or for good reason. Some time ago I wanted to, but didn't have that possibility, sadly. Yeah, so meanwhile, if you have any more questions, please write down in the comments. As you see, I am looking them when do I have time for. Okay, we have done FizzBuzz. And let's go for our not loved. Okay, for my not loved one, most competitive subsequence. Let's just start in doing that. And by starting doing that, we sometimes can figure out what we can have here, because I don't understand. Really, I have no ideas what we can have here. Okay, let's go. Amount set every positive number. And how should we start doing that if we even don't have any ideas? Okay, the only thing that we can fully understand that we should have 2 or 4, so k numbers of the list taken. And now we have a thing that calls slice, as I remember. But one more time, I don't have any idea what do they want from us. Slice, and slice for what? That'd be in this case, because I really don't remember how these things work. Remember that we have a thing called slice or something like that. Okay, numbers, output. Okay, I have. Okay, from 0 to okay. From 3 to 5. Test case. 3, 5 to 6. Okay, let's make what I fully understand. Okay, not fully understand at all what we just have here, because for me this is easier than this one, because here I cannot even understand how we have 2, 3, 3, 4 without 2, 4, 3, 5, like, because it wasn't seen here that it is sorted, like, or it should be sorted. Nothing like that. Okay, let's go slice. Okay. Why do you want to sleep? I can understand. 3, 5, 4 to 6. Okay, let's go. 4. We can use a k index, for example. Let I in numbers this time, and finally I understand what I'm doing, because in will take not keys here, but will take the index of each element, the key of that. Okay, so let's see what we'll have by working on this way, for example. What we will have in our console. 3, 5, 5. Okay, don't like that. Maybe let's have in this way, but there is a problem, or we should have by 2 index, like index 1 and index 2. We can have okay, let's see what we'll have in this way. 3, 5, 5 to 6. Okay. How it works? Firstly, when we until which time we're going? Until, so it's better to use not let in, maybe let off, simple list, let I, because we should have one more condition, not to go through all of them, but just to skip the last one. And we can have the condition, but we still will go through that list. It's better to start it from the loop, not by the list, but from the loop. Okay, I less than nums length. Also, every time mix length and length, like every time you can find it out sometimes, so I should be even more serious here. So let's discover have here. I think we just should take off list equals. I didn't fully understand how it began, but okay, let it be, doesn't matter. So what do we have? Okay, that's something closer to what I wanted to have. 3, 5, then I wanted to have 5, 2, and 2, 6. without 6. Without 6. Without 6, so without the last element. Let it be in this way. And what this idea will give me? For example, after that, we have the starting point for all of them, and we can create the second loop. I think that I really don't like to do, but we should. Probably we should go like 3, 5 to 6. We're going in this way all the way around. Or we should go, we're taking nums map we'll console log that. We'll have map, and what we'll do with that? We will have map. What we will do with that? I could be an artist, but probably not. Okay, so we have J. Now, so we're going by J. So we have I that is going through all of them. But we should go second time by this number. So what do you think? What do I want to? I wanted us to go for this 3, for this 5, and for this 2 in separate way, you can see. And this second number will go in the separate loop. And we'll have something interesting here. I don't know. We can return just my idea of what we can have. We can have I, that will be the first, J, that will be the second. But what? The index of the number should not be the same, right? Maybe also. One sec. We should not put here I. We should write here nums I, that we, because just I will be 0, 1, 2, 3. That's not what we want. We want to take what is inside of the list. Okay. Finally, we have, for example, 3. And then we should check if it's not what? If I index of the number is not equal to J, right? Who knows? Interesting what we'll have out of this strange thing. Okay, we have, oh my gosh, 3, 3. I didn't want this one. Okay, 3, 5, 3, 2, 3, 6. Something closer. 5, 3. No, I know. Index should not be the same or less, something like that. But I cannot understand which index are they. Like one or ing. What indexes are you?